Story 1. The Whisper Tree. It started with a dare. 3 campers stood under the massive sycamore behind Cabin C. The one the counsellors warned us never to go near after dark, but Tyler couldn't resist. They say if you knock 3 times, you'll hear it whisper your name. Tyler, Megan and I had just survived our second week at Camp Red Hollow. It was supposed to be a fun Friday night prank. Tyler would knock, Megan would record it on her phone, and we'd all laugh. The tree loomed against the darkening sky, twisted branches black against the stars. The first knock echoed flatly, nothing. Second knock, still nothing. Third knock, silence. Then, Tyler. It wasn't from the tree, it was behind us, but no one was there. We ran, all the way back to the cabin. That night, Tyler started sleep talking, loud, repeating the same words. Come see me again. Alone, alone, alone. Megan thought it was hilarious, until the next day when Tyler didn't show up for breakfast. We searched, all day. The counsellors called it a prank, but by nightfall, he was still missing. Then Megan found his phone by the tree, screen cracked, camera app open, footage still rolling. We watched. In the grainy night vision, Tyler walked back to the tree, alone. He stood silently. Then a branch moved. It wasn't a branch, it was a hand. Tyler dropped the phone as something pulled him up into the canopy. Police searched for days. They found nothing. Camp continued like normal, but Cabin C, empty for the rest of the season. 2 years later, I got a letter. 1 no-return address. Inside, a photo of that tree, and in the branches, barely visible, Tyler's face, still screaming. Moral: some dares aren't worth taking, and some trees remember who came knocking. Story 2. The Night Counselor. Every summer, there was a story about the night counselor, a phantom staff member who visited kids at exactly 3:03 a.m. If you were awake, he'd vanish. If you were asleep, he'd whisper in your dreams, "Wake up, let's go outside." I thought it was campfire BS, until my friend Jonah disappeared from our bunk. It was week 3 at Camp Iron Pines, and the counsellors found Jonah's bed empty at morning roll call. No sign of struggle, no prints, just a trail of wet footprints leading from his bed to the cabin door. Police dogs tracked the scent to the lake. Divers searched all day, nothing. 2 nights later, I woke up gasping. 3:03 a.m. Exactly. I didn't hear anything at first. Then faintly, "Wake up. Let's go outside." I froze, pretended to sleep. Then the door creaked. A figure stood there, pale, in a staff shirt from the 1980s. Its face flickered like static. My body screamed to move, but I couldn't. He stared at me, then walked away. Next morning, another bunkmate was gone. The camp shut down temporarily. Authorities claimed it was a wild animal. 2. That night, I hid my mum's old camcorder under my blanket, hit record. At 3:03 a.m., the figure appeared again. This time, it turned and looked directly into the camera. "You're next." I never slept again at camp. Years later, while researching for a college project, I found something chilling. In 1983, a counsellor named Ben Foster went missing after leading a midnight hike. Time of last sighting, 3:03 a.m. Moral: not all staff at summer camp are alive, and not all bedtime stories are fiction. Story 3. The Bunk Below. I always got the top bunk. My little brother Micah slept below me. Our first time at Camp Grey Birch, and everything was perfect, until he whispered, "Who's under my bed?" I leaned over. "No one, dude. You sleep on the bottom bunk. There's nothing under you, he insisted. Night after night, he said someone was whispering to him from below. They say they used to sleep here and they want their bed back. I told the counsellor. He laughed it off. Kids get spooked. Old cabins creak. Then Micah started waking up with scratches, deep ones. We begged to switch cabins, but they were full. One night, I stayed awake to prove there was nothing. Just after midnight, I heard breathing from below. Not Micah. 3 something else. The bunk shuddered. I climbed down, heart racing. I pulled up the mattress. There was no one, but the wood underneath was rotted. A hole just big enough for someone to crawl through. I dropped a flashlight inside. A face stared back, pale, smiling, not human. We ran to the head counsellor. They finally investigated. What they found: a sealed crawl space under cabin 6, and inside the remains of a camper who vanished in 1991. Micah and I never went back. Moral: some things live under the bed, and some never left camp at all. If you made it this far, you're brave. But be honest. Would you still go to summer camp? Comment below which story chilled you the most. And if you've ever had a real-life creepy experience at camp, I want to hear it. Subscribe for more true horror stories every week. Just don't watch them at 3:03 a.m.